Hello friends, according to the bestseller book Introduction to Dark Psychology by James Williams, there is a dark aspect of human behavior and psychology. We, as humans, often tend to motivate and influence others by focusing on manipulation, deceit, and control. Here is a 20-point summary of this book to understand the whole book with the help of this video. 1. Introduction to Dark Psychology. James Williams introduces readers to the captivating, yet unsettling realm of dark psychology, which delves into the hidden facets of human behavior characterized by manipulation, deceit, and exploitation. It provides insight into the often clandestine motivations that drive individuals to exert control over others, sometimes at the expense of their well-being or autonomy. 2. Manipulation techniques. This section delves into an array of manipulation techniques, spanning from subtle forms of persuasion to more overt methods of coercion. Readers gain an understanding of how manipulators employ psychological strategies to influence the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors of their targets, often with the aim of achieving personal gain or dominance. 3. Emotional manipulation. Williams explores the intricate landscape of emotional manipulation, elucidating how manipulators leverage emotions such as fear, guilt, and empathy to sway their victims' perceptions and actions. Through cunning tactics and psychological ploys, manipulators exploit vulnerabilities and emotional triggers to gain control and manipulate outcomes in their favor. 4. Persuasion tactics. The book delves into the art of persuasion, shedding light on various tactics and strategies employed by manipulators to sway opinions and behaviors, from the subtle use of social proof to the creation of scarcity and the framing of narratives. Readers gain insights into the mechanisms by which individuals can be influenced to comply with the wishes of others. 5. Mind control strategies. Readers are introduced to the intricate world of mind control strategies, where manipulators utilize techniques such as gaslighting, brainwashing, and hypnotic suggestion to assert dominance and control over their targets' thoughts and actions. Through subtle manipulation and psychological coercion, manipulators seek to mold their victims' perceptions of reality and maintain a grip on their psyche. 6. Narcissism and Machiavellianism. Williams explores the dark triad of personality traits: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, and their role in manipulation. By delving into the characteristics and behaviors associated with these traits, readers gain insight into how individuals high in these traits may exploit others for personal gain, displaying a callous disregard for the well-being of their victims. 7. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is dissected as a form of psychological manipulation, wherein the manipulator seeks to undermine the victim's sense of reality and self-worth. Through a combination of denial, manipulation, and outright lies, gaslighters erode their victims' confidence and autonomy, leaving them vulnerable to further manipulation and control. 8. Dark triad traits. The book explores the insidious influence of the dark triad traits: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism manipulative behavior. This chapter explains how individuals embodying these traits may exploit others through deception, manipulation, and coercion, often with little regard for the consequences of their actions. 9. Cults and brainwashing. Williams delves into the psychology of cults and extremist groups, examining the manipulative techniques employed to indoctrinate and control their members. Through the use of tactics such as isolation, manipulation, and coercion, cult leaders exert control over their followers' thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, often resulting in profound psychological and emotional harm. 10. Deception and lies. The role of deception and lies in manipulation is explored in depth, highlighting how manipulators exploit falsehoods and half-truths to deceive their targets and achieve their objectives. By creating a false narrative or distorting reality, manipulators seek to gain advantage and maintain control over their victims' perceptions and actions. 11. Covert hypnosis. Readers are introduced to covert hypnosis, a technique used by manipulators to subtly influence others' thoughts and behaviors through hypnotic suggestion. By leveraging techniques such as embedded commands, trance induction, and neurolinguistic programming, manipulators can exert control over their targets' subconscious minds, often without their awareness. 12. Cognitive biases. The book explores the role of cognitive biases in manipulation, shedding light on how manipulators exploit inherent flaws in human reasoning and decision-making. From confirmation bias to authority bias, readers gain insight into the mechanisms by which manipulators sway their targets' judgments and perceptions to achieve their goals. 13. Victim psychology. Williams examines the psychological factors that make individuals susceptible to manipulation, including low self-esteem, past trauma, and social influence. By understanding the vulnerabilities that manipulators exploit, we can better protect ourselves and others from falling prey to manipulation tactics. 14. Self-protection strategies. Practical tips and strategies are provided to safeguard us against manipulation, including developing critical thinking skills, setting boundaries, and cultivating self-confidence. By empowering us to recognize and resist manipulation tactics, the book aims to promote greater self-awareness and resilience in the face of psychological coercion. 15. Building resilience. The importance of building resilience against manipulation is emphasized, with suggestions for enhancing self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and assertiveness. By fostering a strong sense of self and the ability to assert boundaries, we can reduce our susceptibility to manipulation and protect our psychological well-being. 16. Recognizing manipulative behaviors. We learn to recognize manipulative behavior in ourselves and others, including subtle cues and patterns indicative of manipulation tactics. By sharpening our awareness of these tactics, we can better protect ourselves and others from falling victim to psychological manipulation. 17. Setting boundaries. Williams stresses the importance of setting and enforcing boundaries in relationships, both personal and professional, as a means of protecting oneself from manipulation and abuse. By establishing clear limits and communicating assertively, we can safeguard our autonomy and well-being from those who seek to exploit us. 18. Psychological warfare. The book explores the use of psychological warfare tactics in conflicts and power struggles, including propaganda, intimidation, and psychological manipulation techniques employed in warfare and politics. By understanding the mechanisms of psychological warfare, we gain insight into the tactics used to influence perceptions and control behavior on a mass scale. 19. Ethics and morality. Ethical considerations surrounding the use of manipulation techniques are discussed, prompting us to reflect on the ethical implications of our actions and the responsibility to use such knowledge responsibly. By fostering a deeper understanding of the ethical dimensions of manipulation, we are encouraged to consider the broader implications of our choices and behaviors. 20. Conclusion. This summary concludes with a recap of the key points discussed in the book, along with a request to apply the understanding of dark psychology in an ethical and responsible manner. By promoting self-awareness, empowerment, and protection against manipulation, the book aims to equip us with the knowledge and tools needed to navigate the complex landscape of human interaction with integrity and resilience. Hope you have understood the gist of this book. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comment box and I will try to answer them. If you wish to get the summary of any other book, please mention that in comments and I will try to make a video on that also. Thank you. Happy learning!